Last year, I calculated exactly how much my time was worth in dollars. I was shocked to find I was valuing my life, my irreplaceable hours on this planet at just $42 per hour. And I was one of the lucky ones with a decent salary. What I discovered next changed everything. There's a fundamental difference between those who build wealth and those who merely survive. The wealthy stopped trading time for money years ago. Today, I'm going to show you the exact framework I use to break free from this trap and how you can too, even if you're starting from zero. Have you ever calculated what your life is worth per hour? Take a moment and do the math. Maybe it's $25, $40, or if you're doing well professionally, perhaps $100 or $200. Whatever that number is, it's jarring to realize that your irreplaceable time on this planet has been reduced to a finite dollar amount, a price tag on your existence. This is the mathematical prison most of us inhabit without realizing it. You go to work, trade your hours for a paycheck, and the moment you stop showing up, your income flatlines. There's no buffer, no continuation, just an immediate halt to your financial lifeline. It's dependency by design, and we've normalized this arrangement to the point where questioning it feels almost revolutionary. What's particularly unsettling is that even high-earning professional doctors, lawyers, consultants remain trapped in this fundamental equation. Sure, they're trading premium hours for premium dollars, earning six figures while the average worker earns five, but the underlying limitation remains identical. Their income is still directly tethered to their physical presence and mental bandwidth. An emergency room physician making $300 per hour might seem wealthy, but they face the exact same constraint as the retail worker making $15. Neither gets paid when they stop working. The psychological toll of this arrangement is profound but rarely discussed. It manifests as that familiar dread that creeps in every Sunday evening. It shows up as the guilt you feel while on vacation when you check your email just in case. It's the gnawing fear that if you stopped working for even a month, your entire financial foundation would crumble beneath you. This isn't just stress. It's a form of modern bondage that we've collectively accepted. What makes this reality even more disturbing is that the financial breathing room we assume comes with higher incomes often never materializes. Studies have found that nearly 78% of American workers live paycheck to paycheck. And shockingly, this includes a significant percentage of those earning six figures annually. The problem isn't just inadequate income, it's that higher earnings typically lead to lifestyle inflation rather than genuine financial freedom. The golden handcuffs just get more expensive. This arrangement forces impossible choices. Do you prioritize your health, your family relationships, or your financial security? In theory, you need all three for a balanced life. In practice, time for money workers regularly sacrifice their health and relationships for the illusion of financial stability. The irony is painful, trading your well-being and connections for money, only to eventually spend that money trying to recover your health and rebuild relationships damaged by absence. Perhaps the most tragic aspect is how this system compounds its punishment as we age. Just when your wisdom, experience, and skill should be generating peak value, your energy reserves and physical resilience begin their inevitable decline. Your capacity to trade hours for dollars diminishes precisely when you need those dollars most. For healthcare, for retirement, for supporting extended family. It's a system designed to extract maximum value during your prime, while offering minimal support when you can no longer produce. Look closely and you'll see it's a zero-sum equation. Want more money? You'll need to work more hours. More hours mean more energy expenditure. More energy spent working means more recovery time needed. More recovery time cuts into work hours, reducing income. It's a downward spiral with no natural escape mechanism built in. The harder you push, the more the system pushes back, maintaining the equilibrium of your limitation. The first crucial step toward freedom isn't a financial technique or investment strategy. It's recognizing that what we're dealing with isn't just an economic arrangement, it's an identity trap. You've been methodically conditioned to value yourself based on your hourly output, to measure your worth by your productivity, to define your success by your income. Breaking free requires recognizing that your humanity isn't determined by your market value per hour. That conditioning runs deeper than most realize, which is why escape requires more than just a mindset shift. It demands a completely different framework. Consider this: every wealthy person you admire has built a bridge between their value and the world that doesn't require their physical presence to collect tolls. This isn't about getting rich quick, it's about restructuring your relationship with time and value in a way that traditional education never taught you. The wealthy operate with a fundamentally different equation. While most exchange their irreplaceable hours for compensation, the financially free build systems that generate income even when they're not actively working. Their bank accounts grow while they sleep, spend time with family, or pursue other interests. This isn't magic, it's mathematics applied differently. They've created a multiplication formula instead of an addition problem. Here's what most people get wrong: you don't need inherited wealth, venture capital, or special connections to begin this transformation. The actual starting point is identifying which of your existing assets can be leveraged. Everyone, yes, everyone possesses at least one of the 5 core assets: knowledge, skills, relationships, capital, or systems. The question isn't whether you have valuable assets. It's whether you've packaged them in a way that allows for multiplication rather than mere addition. Take knowledge, for instance. The expertise you've accumulated in your career or personal interests can be transformed into digital courses, books, or subscription services that sell while you're not present. Or consider skills. The abilities you've refined can be systematized, taught to others, or embedded into products that solve problems repeatedly without requiring your time for each solution. Relationships. Your network can be organized into communities that create value for members while generating income through membership fees or partnership opportunities. Even modest capital can be deployed into income-producing investments rather than depreciating purchases. And systems, processes you've mastered or created, can be documented and either sold as templates or used to build businesses that others operate. The multiplication method requires identifying which of your current abilities, experiences, or resources can be packaged once but sold infinitely. A consultant charging $200 per hour creates a finite income ceiling. They can only work so many hours. But that same consultant who packages their expertise into a digital system might reach thousands simultaneously, creating an income floor with no ceiling. Research from autonomous business models confirms what might seem counterintuitive. Successful transitions don't begin with dramatic leaps. According to a study of over 5,000 entrepreneurs who successfully escaped the time for money trap, 82% maintained their traditional income sources while building freedom-generating assets on the side. This hybrid approach provides the stability needed to take calculated risks and the runway required for new income streams to mature. Here's the paradox that filters out those who will remain trapped. Initially, building income-producing assets requires more time and effort than simply trading hours for dollars. The first months or even years demand what I call double shifts, working your regular job while dedicating additional hours to building assets that will eventually free you. This front-loaded investment creates the critical filter that separates those who achieve financial freedom from those who merely dream about it. The transformation typically unfolds in 3 distinct phases, each requiring different skills and mindset shifts. First comes asset creation, identifying and developing your valuable intellectual property, systems, or investment vehicles. Next is systems building, creating the infrastructure that delivers your value without your constant presence. Finally, scaling, expanding your reach without proportionally increasing your time investment. The education system never taught these phases because it was designed to produce reliable employees, not financially independent individuals. Traditional education prepares you to fill roles within existing systems, not to create your own. That's why this feels unfamiliar. You're learning what was intentionally left out of your training. The breakthrough moment arrives when you shift from selling your time to packaging your value. Instead of being paid for showing up, you're paid for the problems you solve. Instead of trading presents for payment, you create products, services, or investments that work on your behalf. Your income becomes a reflection of the value you've systematized, not the hours you've sacrificed. We've reached the moment of choice. The question isn't whether you can escape the time for money trap, but whether you're willing to take the first step toward freedom. Look around at those who've achieved true wealth. They aren't working 80-hour weeks. They've architected systems that multiply their value without multiplying their presence. This isn't about accumulating the most dollars. It's about reclaiming your most precious resource, time. Don't quit your job tomorrow. Instead, commit to 1 hour daily of intentional asset building. Transform what you already know can do, or own into something that works while you don't. The ultimate wealth is waking up with nowhere you have to be.